The instrument landing system here at Spokane International can safely guide planes to the ground even when visibility drops below 1/4 mile. But now as the airport wraps up a summer long of runway improvements, the ILS is still a week away from being ready. 5 years ago, the FAA gave Spokane International some bad news, saying the end of its northeast runway sat in a depression. The slight dip kept pilots from having a line-of-sight view from one end to the other.
At any point in the runway, a pilot needs to be able to see halfway down the runway. And with the line of sight actually dropped off far enough to a degree of we had to raise it 6 feet.
The airport also had to raise the surrounding taxiways and even the equipment that guides planes to the ground. That meant shutting down and temporarily removing the ILS, but during our hot, dry summer, pilots really didn't need it to land safely. Now they're starting to miss the ILS as our weather starts changing.
The air carriers using Spokane are still using the primary east-west runway, and the navigational system they have for that is limited to an RNAV GPS approach, which has far higher minimum standards than the instrument landing system.
In fact, last Thursday, the lack of an instrument landing system led to delays and cancellations after low clouds blanketed the area. Now, airport officials are hoping the weather will hold as they bring the ILS back into service.
The system has to run continuously for 500 hours, and we are still as part of that required commissioning burn-in period dictated by the FAA to make sure that the system is fully functional and won't fail at a critical juncture in time.
That 500-hour warm-up for the ILS should expire sometime this weekend. The equipment will then be recertified and open for business, but until that happens, fog or low clouds could make things difficult for anyone trying to fly in or out of Spokane International. Reporting in West Spokane, Humphrey, KXLY4.